Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Good afternoon. My name is Burjo, also known as B. Elise, owner of the Notary Education Group Support for Notaries. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to become a notary signing agent. This is a popular request, and I said, hey, why not? Let's talk about it. So, let's get right on into it. I'm going live, which means that if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. I do have a chat window up here. I think that I'll be able to see your questions if you have any. So let me go ahead and share my screen. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me record this because I do want to well, no, I can just record it, get it off of YouTube, right? Yeah, I think YouTube will save it so I can just share it that way. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I'm going to go to the National Notary Association website. If you are not familiar with this company, National Notary, they are the all-in-one shop for all things notary, right? The National Notary Association, www.nationalnotary.org. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Um, have a good view of it anyway. All right. So I am sharing a photo of me, but it looks like it may be lagging a little bit, so I may have to go ahead and turn that off so you guys can just view the screen. So let's see. I'm going to turn the video off for me. There we go. That way you could just hear my voice and just watch my screen. Okay. So here is the National Notary Association's website. If you are not already a notary, you're going to need to become a notary first. All right. That's the only way that you can become a signing agent. Now, let me just give you guys a disclaimer about that. Signing agent is just an industry title. It is not a real title, okay? It's just an industry title to differentiate the fact that you have additional training in how to complete closings for loan signings or property closings or even automobile closings. All right, because people do purchase vehicles out of state, and a notary would come to the person's house to have documents notarized so that they can purchase the vehicle or whatever. Let me get back on topic. You got to become a notary first. So you can either become a notary through the National Notary Association, or you can do it through your state's website. Okay, so I know in some states they may prefer for you to apply to be a notary through them, but if not, you can go through the National Notary Association and they will offer you everything that your state requires. Excuse me. Right now, you're looking at Florida because I'm located in Florida. But if you click this drop down here, you see you can click any state and you will see the requirements for your respective state when you get ready to apply. Okay, so first you got to be a notary. If you want to become a signing agent, you see this tab here, just click there to become a signing agent. So I'm going to click on the button so that you can just see exactly what it tells you. All right, so here's the process. Like I said, you got to become a notary public in your state. Okay. Here are the other steps, and I'm going to go through those individually for you. Okay. You can become a notary signing agent right here through the National Notary Association. Okay, we talked about becoming a notary. becoming a NSA through the NNA. And NSA is acronym for Notary Signing Agent. It's also used, it's also referenced LSA, which is Loan Signing Agent. Okay, so either one. And you do that through the NNA. Why? Because it is preferred that you become an NSA through the National Notary Association, depending on what company it is that hired you to become, I mean, not to become, but to do an assignment for them. Okay, and we'll get a little bit more into that as well. Now, like I said before, you're going to go here, okay, click Get Started. Okay, you see here, if Florida is my state, it recognizes that. That is correct. So I'm going to click Become a Signing Agent. And these are the different package options. What? You must already be. Yes, I know that. All right, let me get out of the screen. Okay. Here are the different package options that they have available. Okay. I recommend the first one. Okay, simply because you can just get the background check and take the test. The background check and the test are done annually. So you will be paying the same fee every year to renew your signing agent certification with the NNA. You can opt for these other packages if you are interested in any of the other items that they have here that are included in the package. But I recommend you just doing the NSA background screening only. Okay. Now, additional training is preferred if you are going to be wanting to get work from signing services. Okay. Signing services prefer you have the additional training, and when you go to sign up with the different platforms or directories, they have spaces for you to check off what training you've had to become a signing agent. Now, these are the courses or the course providers that I recommend. Okay, you can take training through the NNA. They do have a signing agent course that you can apply for and go ahead and do that training. Okay, but there are other providers. Notary to Pro is nationally recognized. I took Notary to Pro. I really enjoyed it, and I think that it had a lot of good information. Notary Stars is another one. Notary Stars also has a signing service. So if you are looking to, kill two birds with one stone, go ahead and get the training through Notary Stars because they automatically list you as a preferred notary to work with when they get assignments. All right, that's a big plus. Also, if you take Notary to Pro, you also are a preferred notary with Notary Stars, and they will give you assignments before others. Another provider is LSS, Loan Signing System with Mark Wills. Everyone's familiar with him. You've seen him all over. And I also took his course. I took both. Now, I know you're asking, well, why did you need to take two courses? Isn't one sufficient? Yes, one is good enough. But I took both because I want access to their connections. All right. They have companies and signing services that prefer to work with their graduates. So I wanted to make sure that I was attractive in being hired by all companies based on who I got my training with. Okay. Another good one is Notary to Notary. That is with Vanessa. I think. Her name is Vanessa. She's a really good person to learn from. Um, and Signing Agent Basics is with Kendra. She's another good person. Now, the reason I list all of these, I want you to do your research. Look at them all. Make sure that you choose the one that matches with your learning style. All right? Everybody can't learn from everyone. Okay? So, look at their videos. They have tons of videos on YouTube. You can watch and listen for free. And based on how you feel about them and their teaching style, go with that program. Okay? But these are the ones that I recommend. Either of these are good. Now, another question. What if I don't pass the NSA background check? That does happen. I don't know why, but you would think that once you become a notary and you pass that background check with your state government, that you will automatically pass the background check with the NNA. But that is not the case. So if you don't pass the background check, it's not the end of your signing agent career. Okay? Only signing services really want you to have that credential of NSA through the NNA. Title companies, attorneys, they don't care about that. All they care about is, can you notarize documents? Okay? Now, that also means that you're going to have to market directly to them to get their business. Okay? But that goes with the territory of you being a notary, making this a business, and trying to get hired. Okay? You're going to be marketing. Even marketing to the signing services as well. So, it's not the end of the world if you don't pass that background check. Okay? Now, what is a signing service or agency? Okay, because I know you're like, okay, signing services prefers to have this training, but what the heck is a signing service or agency anyway? Signing service or agency is a company that goes out and markets to people who do closings. Okay, they create these closings and they need notaries to facilitate the closings. Okay, because remember, no closing is done without documents being notarized. Well, these signing service and agencies, they go out, hit the pavement, and they market to all of these people. These people decide to sign up with the signing service or agency so that they can find the notary for them, then they don't have to do it. Okay? So it saves them a big headache of having to find a trained and experienced notary to facilitate their closings. They rely on the signing service or agency to do it. So in turn, you sign up with the signing services or agencies or the platform or directory that they look in to find notaries. They hire you, okay? But they hire you based on your credentials that they're looking for. They are looking for that NSA credential through the NNA. They're looking to make sure that you have E&O. They're looking to make sure you're bonded. Obviously, you have to be bonded if you're a notary in many states. I don't know any state where you don't have to be. And they want to make sure that your profile on the platform, website, or directory is completely filled out and professional as possible. All right. When you work with a signing service, you're not going to get the full fee that the company pays for closing. You're going to get a portion of it. Why? Because the signing service agency, they did the legwork. Okay, they did the legwork to get partnered with the company that is needing a notary. That company is relying on them to get them a professional to do the closing. Okay, so they are wearing the big top dog hat. Okay, they're going to give you some of that fee. Okay, so don't think that you're going to go in and you're going to get paid, the whole fee from the signing service, because they got to make money too. Okay, they got to turn over a profit as well. So they pay you to do the signing, and payment is anywhere from 14 days to 60 days or more. depending on the signing company. So when you decide to take a job from them, most times they will give you a page of instructions that goes over how they operate, what they expect from you, and how they pay. Every company is different. No one company is the same. Next, what is the difference between a platform and directory? Well, a platform is what the signing service company uses to share documents with you, collect scan backs, assign you the assignments. So you need to sign up with all of those platforms that they use to find notaries. That's the platform that they're going to go on and look for notaries when they need one. A directory is different. The directory is for everybody. So you have the public and signing services looking on the platform. I mean, not the platform, the directory for notaries if they need one. Okay. The platform, though, is a little bit more intuitive because it includes all of the notaries that are active and ready for work. Uses to Sorry, guys. Share documents with you, collect. I wanted to make sure that I was showing up on my page for this. Okay. So the different platforms to sign up with are signing order, SnapDocs. What's another one? Signature closers. Those are all platforms, ZigSig, that companies use, signing service companies that is, to find you and assign work to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and type it into the chat here. I have signingorder.com, snapdocs.com. What else did I say? Signatureclosers.com, zigzag.com. Oh, notary-.com. Okay, those are the platforms I can think of off the top of my head that you can sign up on. And you want to make sure that you complete your profile. Okay, you can't just go on there, create an account, and then leave it. You need to complete that profile because signing services are only going to choose you based on your profile. If your profile is complete and it has a professional business photo, then they're going to take a chance on you. So don't think just because you're new or you don't have any experience that you can't get chosen for a job. You very well can, especially if they don't have anyone else in your area that can fulfill the job. They're going to reach out to you. Okay, so make sure you give yourself the best opportunity to get the job by making sure your profile is complete and professional. Now, I just shared who are the platforms you can sign up with. Directories that you can sign up with is notaryrotary.com, notarycafe.com, and notary123.com. I think notary123.com is not free, though. Notary Cafe and Notary Rotary are, but they do have paid packages to where you would be listed as a higher priority than others in your area. Okay. And that's how you would get the work. Okay. Once you sign up with the signing services as well, you and I will no, let me see. I have a list of signing services in the Facebook group. Okay, the Notary Education Group Support for Notaries. Okay, it's the same name as the YouTube channel. And in the files, I do have a long list of signing services. I can't share it on here because it is very lengthy, but you can definitely go into the group if you are already a member and go ahead and download it. Okay, and take your time and sign up with it. A lot of them are connected to the different platforms I shared here. So you're going to have to go on those platforms and just make sure your profile is complete, and they will definitely reach out to you. If they have email addresses, you want to email them. Let them know you just signed up on the platform. You're a notary in this state. You cover these zip codes or counties or areas, and you'll be happy to work with them. This is your availability. Here's your contact information. Here's your name. Now, when you are reaching out to companies, the first week of the month and the last week of the month are not good. Okay, that is the busiest time of the month for those companies, especially title and attorneys. Okay, so you don't want to reach out to them during their busy times because you're not going to get through. Okay, so try to do it in between. All right, so that you can definitely reach someone, someone can see you, and they'll be happy to hear from you, because you don't know how many notaries they have signed up on these platforms who are not active and don't even respond. So if you email them and let them know you just signed up, they'll know to be looking for you. They need a list of good preferred notaries to choose from. So definitely, after you sign up on the platforms, reach out to these signing service companies, okay? Email them, call them. Excuse me. And sign up with as many as you can. You can't just sign up with one or two or even five. If you want to get work, you need to sign up with all of them, really. If you are able to get access to my list, sign up with all of the signing service companies that are still active and looking for notaries. Okay? A lot of notaries got out of the game because they knew that they couldn't, well, they found out that this was not a get rich quick career. Like I said, some of these signing services pay you anywhere from 14 days to 60 days out. So you're not going to get paid immediately. Now, if you work directly with attorneys and title companies or title insurance companies, they usually pay you the next day. Okay? So all hope is not lost. Okay? It depends on how you're trying to work. Are you trying to get direct work, or are you trying to work for the signing service companies? Or both, whatever your preference is. Another way for you to get work is by going to networking events. Okay, I've shared with you guys several times. Go to Eventbrite, download the app, look in your area, and see what networking events are going on. Many of them are free, and they literally have an event going on every day of the week. Just choose one that fits your schedule. Excuse me, in the industry that you're trying to market to, and go. Take a handful of business cards and talk to people and let them know how you can benefit their business. Okay. If anything, I always try to tell people, don't just call them telling them you're a notary and you want their work. You want to let them know that you are a solution to their needs. Okay. You can offer your assistance with XYZ. The sky is the limit, and you want to build these relationships, because building relationships will get you continued work. Now, another question I get: what equipment do I need to be a signing agent? Well, obviously, you need the same equipment that you have being a notary public and not performing or facilitating closings. Okay, you need your journal. You should have a journal. I know a lot of states don't require it, but you definitely want to have a journal. You want to have your seal. You want to have a thumbprint inker if that is something that is allowed in your state or required. And many companies do want you to have the ability to print out documents for them, receive documents by email. So that means you need a computer. That means you need a printer. What type of printer do you need? You need a laser jet printer. Okay. Do not use inkjet. Why? Because inkjet, once the paper gets wet, the ink runs. Okay. Toner gets burned into the paper with laser jet, and if it gets wet, it will not smear. Okay. So that is why for legal documents, it is preferred to have a laser printer. Okay, so computer, laser printer, your journal, your notary seal. Pens, you want to have both blue and black ink pens. Majority of signings performed require blue ink. There are some that don't care if it's black or blue, but you don't want to use any other color. Okay, black or blue ink pens, you want to have them. Okay, you want to have folders, legal size and letter size manila folders. You want to know where your nearest FedEx and UPS office is so that you know what time is their last pickup. So that, let's say a company does call you and say, hey, we have a signing in your area. We want to know if you will be able to get the documents to the FedEx before last pickup. And you will be able to tell them yes or no because you already know what the schedule is for the office near you. You also want to have a bag to carry everything in, okay? You want to keep the documents secure. You don't want to just be carrying them in your hand. Anything can happen. You can drop them. They can get damaged. You want to have a bag to put all of that equipment in. You're also going to want to have a scanner. So if you do have a printer, oh, and let me go back. With the printer, you want to be able to print letter and legal size. Okay, so not only do you need a LaserJet printer, you want to make sure that that printer can print both letter and legal. Okay, now some people, they like to go all in and purchase all the super expensive equipment. Don't do that in the beginning. Okay, let me tell you guys, I had printers in my house before I became a notary for my other business. And so I've had a LaserJet printer for a number of years anyway before I became a notary. The printer that I had was a Brother, but it was a single tray printer, which means that it was only one tray, but the tray was extendable, which means that I could put letter in there or legal. So I used that single tray printer for the first 2 years of being a notary before I upgraded, because you want to make sure that you're going to be making some money before you go spending money. I mean, yes, you can invest in a company, but I really think it's smart to only invest in what you know you're going to get out. And if you're not familiar with how much money you will be able to make in a certain amount of time being a notary, I don't think that you should be investing that much money in the beginning unless you can afford to, just point blank. Okay, so in using that single tray, when companies send you documents by email and they want you to print them out, you want to keep the documents in order. So if you have a single tray, I know you're thinking, okay, well then I can't put letter and legal in the same time for a single tray. So what do? They have a page separator. Okay, notaryrotary.com has a free page separator. What is a page separator? A page separator is a program that you can use, and it will separate your letter pages from your legal pages in the file. Okay, so when you get the file downloaded to your computer, you upload it to the page separator software. The page separator software automatically creates two files for you, one with all letter pages, one with all legal pages. Excuse me. And then it creates a document that tells you how all the pages go back in order. And it's numbered. Okay, so if you have 55 pages in a stack, it's going to tell you page 1 through 4 is letter, but page 5, 6, and 7 is legal. And so you're going through the pages and you're counting them. So you're going through your letter stack and you're counting 1 through 4. Then you're going to go to your legal stack, and then now you got 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to go back to your letter stack. 8 through 11 is letter. 8, 9, 10, 11. That's how you're going to do it. And put the package right back together and get ready to go. Yes, it's time consuming, but I would rather spend the extra time to do that as opposed to me buying this expensive printer, because my dual tray printer was about $650. Okay. Versus my single tray printer, which was only about less than $200 when I bought it some years ago. Okay, so that is my opinion, and you can do whatever you want. But yes, you're going to need a scanner. You don't want to use a scanner app on your cell phone. Okay, A lot of companies will ask for you to send scan backs or fax backs of the documents. Now, fax back and scan back is the same thing. They don't want you to fax the papers back. They want you to scan them, upload them to the platform that you got the job off of, or sometimes they'll have you email it to them in a secured email. Okay? So either way, you just need to make sure that you're able to scan the documents after you get done having them signed and notarized so that you can get them back to whoever hired you. Now, the reason for the scan backs is a quality check. They want to make sure that you did everything you were supposed to do before you mail them back. Sometimes, though, scan backs are required if they want to close right away, pending the documents coming in the mail as well. Okay, so that's why they want a scanner. You can either have a scanner that's at home or you can have a mobile scanner. I have a mobile scanner that I keep in my not my backpack, Lord, in my notary bag, and I bring my laptop with me and I'm able to scan the documents right after we're done and get them uploaded to the platform or emailed to whoever hired me before I leave. So that way I can just go right to FedEx or UPS afterwards, drop it, and go home. I used to come all the way back home and do my scans and then have to go back out. So after doing that for many, a number, let me see, 2 years. After doing that for 2 years, I was just like, okay, I'm done with that. Not doing that anymore. So now I have a mobile scanner. My mobile scanner, it does have its own internal battery. So I don't have to have a setup in my car like some people where they're putting an inverter in their car and feeding off of their battery in their car. I'm not doing that to my car. My car is, it's a nice car. So I'll just leave it at that. I'm not doing that. So I got a scanner that can be powered just by plugging it in via USB into my laptop. I like that better. That way, if I do need to scan documents in my car, I could just plug the scanner up to my laptop and it'll power on, and I can go ahead and scan like that. Other equipment you may want to acquire: binder clips and paper clips. Sometimes you will have a closing that you will do where they need to send a check back, or if they're getting funds wired to them, they'll need to send a voided check with the paperwork. So you want to make sure that that check is not going to get moved around while it's en route to being mailed, or God forbid the package comes open. Okay, so you want to make sure that those documents are together and that that check is paper clipped and secure. So you're going to want to do that. Another item I suggest are flag tabs. Okay, flag tabs are to make sure that you don't miss anything. Okay, so what I do is I put a flag tab, and I had stopped doing this, but I just started back doing it. Put a flag tab on every page that you know the signer needs to sign or initial, and put a flag tab on every page you know that you need to sign and notarize. This way, if you get to a signing and the person is short on time, you can go directly to the page they need to sign as opposed to flipping through all the pages. It just takes a little longer. You can shorten your time there, go directly to the flag tab, have them sign, let you notarize, go back through the documents before you leave 2 times. I recommend 2 times because anything can be missed. And then you're ready to go. Okay, and then that person can go on with their day. So that's another item I recommend you get: flag tabs. And I can't think of anything else as far as equipment and tools go. If you guys can think of anything else, you can definitely drop it down in the comments or the chat. How do you market directly to title or attorneys? I think I just went over that. Networking events, go and visit their office. Give them a call, shoot them an email. Just do not contact them the first week or the last week of the month. Okay? They're going to rush you off the phone, or they probably won't even answer. Rush you out the office or not even talk to you because they're busy. Okay? So that, I believe, is all I had for you guys. Let's see here. I did want to go and show you guys these different sites that I just shared. So signingorder.com. Okay. Oh, I didn't spell that right. I'm looking like, what? signingorder.com. This is how the platform looks. I'll go ahead and log into my platform so you guys can see, not my platform, but my profile so you guys can see it. Hold on just a second. All right, so this is how the platform looks. Okay. We go to my profile, and this is how my profile looks. Okay. Professional picture. As you can see, my credentials are here. All right. Everything that I can do. And then I have some fees there for reference. Okay. You can go here for the credentials. You're going to fill all that information out. These are the agreements that they have you sign. These are the different companies that uploaded agreements that I filled out with them. And yeah, that's how that looks for that. Okay, so I'm going to sign out. That's signingorder.com. Let's go to snapdocs.com. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to type in Notary Stars for you guys. Definitely check out notarystars.com as well. All right, so anyway, here's SnapDocs. I'm going to log in here. I was going to say, oh man, I don't remember any of the passwords for these, so I need this to just pop up. Okay, I got to enter in a code. Hold on just a second. All right, and that's how this looks. Okay. Let's go to profile. And that's how that looks. Okay, you want to make sure you fill out everything. Make sure everything is complete. Okay, and here's your credentials. And they do have you take a quiz, okay, so that you can be ranked. I currently have a high ranking with them. And you want to make sure that you are verified. Okay, I am currently verified. And as you can see here, they do require the NNA certification, and I do have it. Right, I'm going to sign out here. Right, and then let's go to the next one. We have signature closers. All right, I'm going to log in here. All right, and here's my profile here. Okay, and here is my completed profile. Okay. All of my credentials down there. Oh, look, they just added this here. So let me go ahead, punch in my certificate. See, now if I wasn't going on here to show you guys that, I wouldn't have seen that they just added that there. How cool is that? Let's see what else they got on here. Okay. 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 Yeah. So like I said, you definitely want to make sure you got this profile completed. All right. So I just added some more credentials to my profile.